All set to run, and they form a pretty neat line, just holding them there. The gates have opened back and they're off and racing with American Joy and Darnie's Boy, the first of them away. Demi Go Round will go up and try and head them, and coming over very quickly is Cambo after the start. Able Dame pushing up now on the inside of Pure Talk as Arnie's Boy drifts back behind those and then salvaged. Bunker Buster is next. A length away behind them came Black Beal turning up into the back straight, and the last couple as they'd settled down, Black Smuggler and Crystal Valley had found herself back there at the tail end of proceedings. Over to the back they go at the 1300 metre mark, and Cambo had worked its way to the lead by a length. Pure Talk followed them over to get to second. Demi Go Round was able to ease back and slot into the trail third. Pulling a bit there is Able Dane, just under double wraps at the moment, going keenly, and American Joy down on the inside, and the speed really has come off considerably as they'd neared the 1000 metre mark. Around them deeper is Bunker Buster. Now she can't hold Able Dane down, at least Kennedy, and he goes around the outside, and Able Dane going up pressuring Cambo, and all of a sudden the tempo went up a cog or three. Behind them Pure Talk is third. Bunker Buster got stranded when the moves were made. Demi Go Round is in the middle. Back on the inside American Joy. 3/4 to a length Black Smuggler. Salvage down on the inside. Arnie's Boy, who was there early on in the race, had got right back to third from last, followed by Black Beal. Now where's Crystal Valley going to go here in the last 500? It's back behind them, strung up down on the inside, and has got a wall of horses in front of it. Around the corner Pure Talk in the middle, ranged up to Cambo. Bunker Buster continued the run going forward, and Bunker Buster got its head in front at the top of the straight. Just behind them American Joy, Black Smuggler, Demi Go Round. Crystal Valley still further back in the field, trying to thread its way through some really heavy traffic. American Joy at the 150 ranged up and grabbed the lead from Bunker Buster. Crystal Valley finishing full of running behind them, but it's American Joy pulling away. American Joy goes home to win from either Bunker Buster or the luckless Crystal Valley. Black Smuggler was next, fourth in from Pure Talk. Demi Go Round, Black Beal. Arnie's Boys back there with Able Dane, who was too keen in running. Cambo dropped right out. Salvaged is amongst the last of them in. American Joy with Pike back in the saddle took over from the claiming apprentice in recent starts, and we see the American mare return to the winners list. Almost a year since she last saluted, but she got that lovely easy run behind the speed. It went up just a fair bit actually when Able Dane started to pull Kennedy out of the saddle, and he had to go forward and get around there to put some pressure on Cambo, who was getting it very cheaply at that stage of the race. But while this was going on, Crystal Valley was back there, strung up behind them, nowhere to go, got busy late in the race and has just missed second, I'd say, from the look at the photo. Here it comes now. 2, 7, 3, 4. American Joy, Bunker Buster, Crystal Valley and Black Smuggler. So for Peter's Investments, and prepared by Adam Durant, a 4-year-old mare by the Melbourne Cup winner American, out of New Star Lass, a daughter of Royal Academy. W. Pike in the saddle, $3.120 over 7. Bunker Buster, big run, 3 deep, made that sustained move around them and showed that its last effort at Northern was no fluke. A smart missile gelding out of Mambo Fly for Les Andrews, prepared by Frank Maynard, ridden by Jordan Turner. And Crystal Valley with Troy Turner aboard for Colin Webster by Blackfriars, out of Miss Unikovsky for Colin Webster, R. Wilson, PG, Mrs. C. Bruce and W. Brooks. A length and a quarter, half ahead with the margins after the running of the 5th. And so she ends a little bit of a lean spell. American Joy, almost 1 year since her last victory, and she salutes today in the 5th leg handicap. Race 6, the Western Race picks at 4:40. 1100 is the journey, and there are no alterations. So that's for race number 6. We'll hold it there and take a bit of a break before we send Correct Weight down the line after the running of the 5th from Ascot. Taylor about to join us in the yard here after the victory of American Joy, and with W. Pike back in the saddle, got a lovely run throughout and was able to pinch a break there. Luckless was Crystal Valley Brit, but another one here in the Cerise and White that gets home and ends a little bit of a lean spell.
Thanks very much, Darren. I've got Bob Peters down here, and Bob, really nice to see American Joy back to the winner's circle, particularly after the incident where she did have to be withdrawn. Did she take any ill effect over that? Has it taken her a bit to get over?
No, but, you know, it's a bit of a worry when she didn't perform well last start, but it was a funny race, and today was more to her liking.
It was a bit of a funny race, though. The tempo was sort of on and off, but she always looked really comfortable in her rhythm.
Yes, it's nice when you draw a good barrier at the 1800.
It always is. It's a bit of a funny start that when you do draw wide, it makes it a little bit tricky. What's in store for this horse, this preparation?
Oh no, we'll just look for something similar, maybe in a couple of weeks' time. That's all she'll do.
And looking forward to racing this weekend with Galaxy Star here at Ascot on Saturday?
Yes, it's always a worry when they've had a few hard runs, whether they can keep going or not, and she's got to come to the end of a campaign soon, but we'll see how she goes.
You come to the races more excited or nervous?
No, not too nervous this week.
No, you wouldn't be, not with a classy horse like that. Well done on the win.
Thank you. I only get nervous at Group 1s.
Well, you've got a whole nother year to worry about that unless you're heading over east. Well done on the win.
Thank you.
Bob Peters there with the win of American Joy.